Okay, next is our Osteo Ready kit. This has been kind of replaced by the Little Implant Company surgical kit. This is the new improved version of this, but this is still handy to have as backup. And so inside it, we have a regular ratchet and a torque wrench. We have the motor mounts, we have, and then we have the ratchet mounts. We have this for the prosthetics, and we have these fatter hexes for the implants themselves, and then a standard drill size here. Now these are just standard drills, these aren't the multi drills, so that's why we like the other kit a little bit better. But again, good as backup. If we need an extra prosthetic kit, this would be a good one. Ideally we'd have the parallel pins in here, but they've been lost and I have to order some more. But we'd have a short and a long parallel pin in here, just like in the Little Implant Company surgical kit. But this kit is still good for a backup, just in case if we need it. This here is another backup kit. This is not our go-to. It's kind of a knockoff of the Osteo Ready here, as you can see. Has your motor mounts, it has your prosthetic drivers, or your implant drivers and your prosthetic drivers, and it has a standard drill line, and it ideally would have a long and a short parallel pin. But again, those tend to get thrown away. Don't throw them away. We need them. They go right here. But again, I don't use this a whole lot. It's just good for backup. Okay, lastly is our mini implant kit, this 3M MDI. They've discontinued this line, but we can get compatible products from Park Dental Research, so that's where I get my minis now. And all this stuff works with those implants. So they basically took over once 3M discontinued this. So very, very, very basic setup here. These different drivers hold the implant heads, so these are for placing the implants themselves. Really like this thumb driver here because you just get a little extra oomph to it. This works with this ratchet here, and then just very basic skinny drills for the implants themselves. That's about it. So very, very, very simple setup here. But if we're doing minis for denture stabilization, this is the kit that we use. All right, I should also note with this kit here, so when doing minis, we have 2.0 millimeter diameter implants, and we have 2.5 diameter implants. And so this is a 1.2 drill. Starting over. I should note that these drills kind of correspond with the implants, the mini implants that we use. This is a 1.2 drill. I don't use it a whole lot, except for maybe an initial pilot. The 1.5 kind of corresponds with our 2.0 implants. So our mini implants, we have a 2.0 and a 2.5, but we want that osteotomy undersized a little bit. So here I would use the 1.5 for the 2.0 implant, and I would use the 2.0 drill for the 2.5 implant. So I hope that kind of clears up any confusion and makes sense for you. Okay, here is our standard implant tray. We have articulating paper holder, we have a scalpel blade holder, mirror explorer with the long explorer end here, curved Kellys, a spoon excavator. These kind of rounded tip tweezers are great for implant parts. They grab on really well, and also for tissue, and they're pretty atraumatic. Surgical curette, probe, depth probe so I can make sure the depth guide is looking good. And then a straight implant driver. Now this only works with the Mark Nivens or the Little Implant Company, used to be Osteo Ready kit. We used to have this one here, but I don't use it as much anymore because this is designed for the newer implants. We still keep this in the cart in case if we need it, but this has kind of replaced the one on the tray. And that's it. Also to note, when wrapping these implant kits or prosthetic kits, have the name pointing this way, so when you wrap it, you can still see what it is. Because they are identical in shape and size, if it's covered up, we don't know what we're grabbing. So another little trick, make sure you load it this way, so that way you can still read the kit name.